Principal Cleaforth, just kind of give us your thoughts on what happened today.
You know, we went through the process, and we owed it to the kids that we had to go and do everything we could to fight for them and fight for what we believe is right and what we believe is common sense. And at the end of the day, the court, they didn't side with us, but at least at the end of the day, we can sleep a lot better that we went to every possible length to protect our students.
And I guess now going forward, is there any way you guys are going to try and maybe get that rule amended or wording different, or try and so this doesn't happen to other schools?
So I know when we did appeal with the WIAA last week, when we were at the Board of Control, I did offer some ideas and things on how they could make the process better. And the WIAA was receptive to those ideas, and we're going to possibly take them into consideration for future rules.
You know, it's disappointing. We knew we had a tough uphill battle walking into the courtroom today. Just like we did with the Board of Control appeal process, we knew it was going to be tough. And what we're simply asking for is to, use common sense. We understand the rule, we understand the player eligibility. No one is denying that. But to take away the 3 games that we won handily, shutouts, and to make us forfeit the entire season is way above and beyond, and we call it the death penalty, and that's exactly what happened. And so I guess if you learn anything from this process, what's going to happen in every single high school in the state of Wisconsin is the fact that anyone that transfers into that school, the athletic director will have to do an individual interview with that person, and not only go back to the 9th grade year, because we have the forms that say when this student came to us, he was in 9th grade. That wasn't his true folder. There's nothing about the year in Manawa when we will claim he was in 8th grade. So every athletic director is going to have to go back and question, did you play high school sports prior to your 9th grade year in high school, or did you attend 2 years of your freshman year in high school, or any year to that matter? And that's the only way this could have ever been prevented.
It felt like a movie. That whole weekend, that whole day, not a whole weekend, Thursday and Friday, it was nuts. I mean, to go up and down just like that, it's unbelievable what we did, just to get smacked in the face, and then being down 14-0 and 14-7.5 and coming back, it was a privilege. It was amazing. It was a great time.
Can you guys talk a little bit about how the community has been throughout this whole thing?
Yeah, the community's been great. They supported us raising money for a lawyer and all this stuff. It's just something to be proud of that we grew up in this community, and everybody has our backs, and just no matter what happens, they all have our backs and they all support us. So,
what advice do you have for younger players who are coming up in the ranks that might be playing high school football for the first time next year? Be
good now. Don't regret anything. Even hard practices, cold practices, it all adds up, and it's a blast. So don't regret anything.
Don't wait to be good. Yeah. Do not wait to be good.
And lift.
Don't ever back down from a fight.
Obviously, you guys haven't probably spent too much time in a courtroom in your lives, not even 18 years. What was it like being in that environment and seeing these people that do this for a career fighting for you guys, and then also seeing the other side and them fighting basically against you?
It was incredible. Seeing that many people support us, I was just breathtaking. It was amazing. I'm so thankful for the community. I love each and every one of them, and I wholeheartedly believe that. It was I'm just so thankful that everyone in Amherst we just have great people. We have great people.
Some people in this situation, or when this is all going on, have said, it's just one football team, it's just one football program. Obviously, to you guys, that's not the case, and I think all of this going on really speaks to that. What would you guys say to people that didn't think that this was that big of a deal, showing how many people came out today, showing how hard your lawyers and people that were appointed fought for you guys?
It's ridiculous to think that way, because look how much off-season work we put in our 4 years, and it's crazy that they can even think that. But whatever happens, so we're just going to keep our heads high, and we went out with a bang, so that's all I could ask for.
How do you guys view now that with everything over, when you look down the road, what do you want your legacy to be? To never back down.
Never back down, don't quit. Black sheep, baby.
Can you explain that, black sheep? You guys have been throwing that around a little bit.
Basically, the whole state hates us, so, might as well be known for that,
Wear that title with a little bit of pride, at least.
Was supposed to not ever mean anything. A game that was supposed to literally mean 0 for either team. And you guys made it one of the most important games of your lives, of all Amherst football, in some regard. And not just for that, but for an example for the entire state of how to act as upright men in this moment that's difficult. So I'm proud of you all. So we're gonna break this down. In hushed golf course tone.
Hey, pressure on the younger class when you get good now. All right. Falcons on 3.
1, 2, 3, Falcons.